From the very moment that Stallion Laguna FC announced their formidable cast for the PFF Women's Cup 2024, bannered by Filipinas mainstays and reliable foreign reinforcements, well, most of us here had it on their bingo cards from the very start that Stallion would make it here to the championship round of your PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines, and they could be just a few hours away from earning that trophy and cementing quite the Cinderella turnaround here from the very bottom of the last two seasons to the top of the cup. Kaya FC-Iloilo in the meantime, of course, setting the standard here after winning the PFF Women's League last year, would like to secure the golden double here and then perhaps usher in the start of a women's club football dynasty here. And so, mabuhay Pilipinas, magandang gabi na po sa ating lahat, and we welcome you to the final match of your PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines. Magmula po rito sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium in the capital city, Manila. It is the final showdown, the grand finale of the PFF Women's Cup, and it's the top two clubs going at it, Stallion and Kaya, as we look at some of the scenery here dun sa kanilang warm-up kani-kanina lamang. Levi Verora po inyong lingkod on the call for this one, and we are moments away from the pre-match pleasantries, which include, of course, the official march in, as well as the handshake, the coin toss, and kick-off. Pero pag-usapan muna natin yung, let's just say, the path to the championship here as we take a look at Camille Rodriguez. Masusubukan yung kanyang opensa along with ayun, yung katabi niya, si Julissa Cisneros. Yan po ang aabangan on the part of Kaya FC-Iloilo. Sa kabilang banda naman, of course, Sofia Harrison, yung kanyang depensa, yung back four ng Stallion. Yan rin naman ang masusubukan dahil sila yung magkakatapatan dyan. That is, of course, Sofia Harrison, just one of the Filipinas mainstays na nakuha ng Stallion for their roster. And again, Stallion, number one coming into the knockout stages. At ito yung dahilan bakit sila nag-number 1 after the elimination round or the round robin. Last second goal from Jamia Fields, giving them the slim 1-0 victory over Kaya FC-Iloilo. Will that be the same result? Well, Kaya FC syempre susubukang ibahin yung scoreline for this evening. Kaya FC also finishing with 4 wins in the elimination round. They ended up number 2. Kinalaban nila in the semifinals, number 3, Manila Digger FC. And it was Julissa Cisneros who scored alongside Hailey Long. Makikita nyo yung goal ni Hailey Long maya-maya, but it was 2-1 the final. They scored the first 2 goals of that match. Cisneros in the 25th. And of course, Camille Rodriguez also responsible for that. This was the second goal. They follow up from the captain herself, Hailey Long, giving Kaya at that time a 2-0 cushion. Enough to really just hold on for the win. Nagkaroon ng bicycle kick itong si Connie Callis, but it wasn't enough for Manila Digger FC. 2-1 the final. Same result from the elimination round. And Manila Digger, for all intents and purposes, Beach Hut FC mukhang hindi na rin tinuloy yung kanilang third place match. So sakaling mayroong bronze medal winner dito, for formality, no, it's Manila Digger owning that medal, but of course still to be won the championship, the gold and the silver, of course. And it is the championship on your screen. Stallion Laguna FC going up against Kaya FC Iloilo. In just a short while, we will turn it over to the pitch for the official march in, the pre-match pleasantries, as well as the handshake, the coin toss, and the kickoff. Will it be 90 minutes? Will it be more than that? We're about to find out. And this is Stallion Laguna FC and Kaya FC Iloilo for the championship of your PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines.
Next World Cup, Filipinas, Pascal's woman will go.
Thursday.
No, next World Cup. Last year, your Pascal's woman went to Australia.
Yeah.
Every 4 years, World Cup. World Cup.
Yeah.
Are you sure? 100%. Filipinas,
Yes.
regional, Pascal, woman. Will go to next World Cup. Where is? USA, Mexico, Canada. Where is place?
Yeah. Start.
Okay, start.
Third. Tawag na siya si ano. Pwede na.
Okay, good luck.
Stallion Laguna FC in their blue, Kaya FC of course in their familiar two-tone yellow and black, as we are moments away from the start of this one. Match officials on your screen at the moment. Segundo Saluria III, Sigdoong 30 po ang inyong lead referee, Analu Arrogante and Adrian Denise Gumtang, the assistants, Jaiselia May Diong, the fourth official. si Madam Karen Ann Kaliwa, yung ating match commissioner. And the teams will just have their photos taken. The captains from the respective contenders here. Chandler McDaniel in blue for Stallion. Ang kanyang counterpart, Hailey Long, number 5 from Kaya. Long-time teammates as well of doon sa national team level. And coin toss na tayo rito. Just a mere minutes away from kick-off. No changes it seems for Stallion and Kaya as we take a look at the starting 11. First for Stallion. Ito yung mga usual na nilalagay nila rito. And Bella Pasion still manning that number 6 spot. Jessica Miklat 50-50 as has been the case from the elimination round. Kailangan pa ng mangilan-ngilang linggo ni Miklat para talaga makarecover, and that is why they're opting for this unit. And for Kaya, no changes from the match against Manila Digger. It's the same 11. Maya Alcantara fortifying that pack. Up front, of course, you have Camille Rodriguez, Jazzy Bora, and Sara Castañeda did a spectacular performance against Manila Digger doon sa gitna, just really covering a lot of ground and making herself into a threat. And tingnan rin natin yung mga substitutions dito. If 90 minutes aren't enough, huhugot ng mga player itong ating coaches. Coach Ernie Nieras, Coach Let Dimzon. And here are some of the reserves here for both Stallion and Kaya. Take a look at Joyce Onrubia and Sheen Bores, aka Estong Ramoran for Kaya. Could be, no? Baka magamit yan, as well as sa kabila naman perhaps Pau San Benaventura and Samantha Hughes, who knows, the reserve keeper. And this is the final, as we said. Wala na pong atrasan ito. Kung tabla po tayo after 90 minutes, we go to extra time. Kung tabla pa rin, we have penalties. Pero saka na natin pag-usapan yan. We have this first half in just a short while. And storylines aplenty here for both clubs. We will tackle them one by one as we continue with the coverage here. Paunti-unti, Stallion trying to turn yung kanilang futile campaigns from 2022 and 2023 winless in both of those tournaments into quite the Cinderella story here from bottom to top. And they will kick us off. It's the captain, Chandler McDaniel. Kaya trying to secure the golden double. Isang league, isang cup championship. And we are off. Stallion Laguna FC will kick us off here. Sila po yung mga nakakulay bughaw. Playing from left to right on your screens right now. As already nagkasabitan Camrod and that's Hailey Bostard. Early free kick here. And if you have been intently watching our proceedings here from the very start, yun ang usual na ginagawa ng Stallion. Si Liv McDaniel na ang kumukuha itong mga free kick na ito. That gives Stallion the luxury of another outfield player. And another clash up front, pero ang natawagan naman doon ay si Bostard. So balik sa Kaya ang bola. Opening minute of the championship match. Stallion Laguna, of course, number 1 in the elimination round. 4 wins, 1 loss. Natalo sila ng Manila Digger. But they did, again, score that stunning victory over Kaya. 1-0, Jamia Fields at the death. 90+6, Cisneros, through ball. Bora, gathered by McDaniel. So Jazzy Bora starting this match. Andun siya sa kanan, right wing. Ang nasa kaliwa is Camrod. Versatile wingers ang meron ng Kaya. So Coach Let Dimzon trying to mix it up here. That's the start. That's the look for Kaya to open up our festivities here in the championship match. Maya Alcantara getting the start as well. Kadag nasa gitna. Just some of the players to watch here. That is Sofia Harrison. So ang katapat niya rito si Bora. Instead of Camrod, sila yung talagang nagkatapatan doon, as this could be an opening incursion here. McDaniel from distance. Oh my goodness! What a way to start the final! Oh yes, sir! Chandler Blue gives Stallion Laguna the early lead here. Are you kidding me? Chandler McDaniel, the captain, and then pulls off the shrug. From long range, a screamer of a goal. Just when we were discussing, baka mamaya mapunta tayo into extra time. Well, not the case, certainly. Stallion Laguna putting the pressure on Kaya early on in the 3rd minute. Chandler McDaniel, just like that. Would you believe it? Chandler McDaniel. What a start. A dream start here for Stallion Laguna. At nabanggit nga natin, could be hours away from completing the turnaround. Started from the bottom. Could be at the very top after this. Kaya FC-Iloilo, they do have a penchant for scoring in bunches. But Stallion drawing first blood here. What a start. Yan si Yalong, di naabutan niyang bola na yan. And a rocket of a shot there for Chandler McDaniel. Beating, of course, itong si Ina Palacios eventually. And that ball finds the back of the net. Early on, the ball took a high bounce. Hindi nakuha ni Bea de los Reyes. Well, not the start for Kaya. Fields. Siya naman, but this is wide. Well, the intent is very clear here for Stallion. All out offensive kaagad. And look at them. Medyo high press dito ang Stallion to open this match. O'Brien. Fields to quick turn. But Camilo Rodriguez was there. Bumaba itong si Rodriguez. Cisneros. Foot race kontra Kayla. Cisneros. Immediately to the middle, Kadag. Up front, that one intended for Castañeda. And it's just picked up by Liv McDaniel. What a luxury for Stallion here to score that early. It will only mean that, you know, they can perhaps, I don't want to say the term relax a little bit, but, you know, at least they have that leeway to execute, go to their sets, having a 1-0 lead here, but it looks like Jamia Fields is down. Quite shaken up. She's back up on her feet. We had some intel on both teams. We attended practice. We attended the locker room talk prior to the match. At saka kahapon, all good for Stallion here. Good spirits, ika nga, no, ni Ginoong Clint McDaniel. Clint McDaniel, of course, there on the technical area, along with Finn McDaniel. Sila talagang tumatawag rito for Stallion and their women's side. Although it's Coach Ernie Nieras na nakalista, but it's just a collaborative effort here. Cisneros, whistle blown. Bola babalik sa Stallion. Bumisita rin tayo sa practice ng Kaya, and they were executing yung mga set pieces nila. They were trying to just stretch that field. Naglaban sila in the elimination round. It was at the McKinley Hill Stadium. This is, of course, the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. It's a different field, mas malawak, and could be, you know, just a wide open contest here. But certainly, Kaya already kailangang hanapin ang equalizer dito. An unfamiliar position for them as they've, you know, dominated yung kanilang mga kalaban throughout the elimination round. Harrison flicks that ball forward. It's met by the defense of Julieza that time. Tin Julieza Also an integral piece of Kaya. Inabangan na lang ni Fields. Jamia. But on the high looper, that one took a deflection from Haley Long. And it's going to be a corner for Stallion. Again, just a dream start here. 8 minutes into this one. And already the upper hand. It is Chandler McDaniel. Siya ang nakatalaga dyan to just deliver these corner set pieces. It's looking to be an in-swinger here for the captain. Good spin. Pero nakakuha Kaya. Hahabulin ni O'Brien. O'Brien kontra De Los Reyes. One-on-one. O'Brien trying to outmaneuver. Will instead send this cross. And contesting a corner here. It is a corner. Mukhang last touch on a Kaya defender. So 2 corners already on that cross by O'Brien. Chandler pa rin ang magbibigay. Outswinger naman ang susubukan rito ni Chandler McDaniel. Good height as well. Got a touch itong si Kayla McDaniel, who is, by the way, unrelated to the McDaniel sisters of the Filipinas. Medyo nahawi si De Los Reyes doon. Eventually, it's picked up by Kadag. De Los Reyes. And just look at the pressure here for Stallion. Not giving an inch and making it difficult for Kaya to build up. But this could be a transition for Kaya. Camille Rodriguez, hinahabol ng depensa ni Bostard. 1-2 dito. Camrod into the box, the shot. And that's an easy textbook save for Liv McDaniel. And someone's down here momentarily for Stallion. That's Kayla McDaniel, number 6. Now speaking of Stallion and their roster, nabanggit nga natin, it was announced kasabay nung kanilang men's club prior to the start of the Philippines Football League. Sabay inanunsyo ng Stallion yung kanilang mga roster. And they had a press conference. And kapansin-pansin, obviously, the composition of the club, the women's club in particular, Filipinas mainstays. You had Liv McDaniel, of course, Chandler as well. And then Bella Pasion, Jessica Miklat, Sophia Harrison. And then yung mga import din nila, sina Jamia Fields, Katrina Witherell, and so on. Hailey Bostard as well. And the man responsible for really connecting everyone is Clint McDaniel. No? Siya yung kumbaga may network dito. At halos lahat rin naman ng reinforcements ng Stallion Laguna galing California, where there is also that large Filipino population. And napagtagpi-tagpi na lang talaga, and they eventually made this roster. Also a handful of locals naman galing sa Manila Digger. Sina San Benaventura, Del Mundo, Sanchez. And so far Stallion in control possessions-wise. 55-45, 11 minutes into the match. If you have just been joining us, boy, you missed Chandler McDaniel's conversion inside of the 3rd minute. O'Brien. Ta-transition ulit ang Stallion dito. Jordan O'Brien. But the flag is up. Offside ito. Hindi na rin naman nahabol ni Yanzi Yalong. Yanzi Yalong, of course, the designated left winger here for Stallion. Doon naman sa kanilang formation. Oh, this was the counter for Kaya. Kani-kanina lang. But, well, there was an angle there for Camrod to shoot, but definitely hindi naman magpapabutas itong si Liv McDaniel ng kanyang pwesto. Camrod trying to outrace itong si Bostard, and that's an obvious whistle. Set piece for Kaya. A chance here inside of the first dozen minutes. Ooh, a yellow card on Bostard. Galing nga naman sa likod. Hinabol itong si Camrod. Let's take a look at that. Well, at least on that sequence, Camera showing she was the better sprinter. Doon lang sa play na yon. And sabihin na natin, foul to give here for Bostard. Wala na rin naman silang laro after this. This is the championship. So konting ingat lang, yellow card. But this is, of course, an encouraging spot for Kaya to take this. Dito naka-score si Hailey Long at si Sara Castañeda. Yung tumira initially, that was against Manila Digger in the semifinal. They have Cisneros and Castañeda for this particular set piece. Take a look at the likes of Maya Alcantara as well. She has the height advantage. Pwede niyang saluhin yan. Looks like it is going to be Cisneros to hurl this one into the danger zone. Pwede niya ring itira. We're about to find out. Cisneros taking her time. Si Lemoran nasa kanan niya. Pwede ring knockout option yan ni Coach Let Dimson. Pwede niyang i-cut back yan. Plenty of possibilities here for Cisneros. Go signal given by our referee. Cisneros takes the shot and it goes straight to the mitts of Liv McDaniel. Oh, konting tulak. Hailey Long and Liv McDaniel. Apologetic to the referee. Mukhang hindi naman bibigyan ng yellow card. Liv McDaniel, of course, iniiwasan yung mga kalaban to try and put this ball back into play after the save. 2 saves already for McDaniel. Hindi naman gaanong mahirap yung angulo at yung lakas ng bola nung dalawang saves na yon. Stallion Laguna. Up already. A solid start here for Stallion. Pasion wins the ball back. Bella Pasion, of course, in the spot in the place of Jessica Miklat. O'Brien tatakbo. Stallion, flag stays down. Jamia Fields kontra De Los Reyes. Iniwan si De Los Reyes. Fields. This should be a cutback. And finally, a compact defending for Kaya, preventing anything from happening further. De Los Reyes. Lemoran. That one just stolen here, and good thing Hailey Long was there to recover the ball. Another challenge here, how to really move the players doon sa gitna. Yung mga midfielder yan, sina Lemoran, sina Kadag, kontra naman kina Pasion and O'Brien as well. Hailey Long, this is going to be a free kick, of course. Matapos siyang itulak. Just inside of the first 16 minutes of this championship in your PFF Women's Cup 2024. Hatid sa atin ang Coca-Cola Philippines. And an early 1-0 lead for Stallion, courtesy of Chandler McDaniel inside of the 3rd minute. Oh, great fake there. Bostard, and then trying to thread that needle. And it ends up with Long. Castañeda, babalik muna kay Long. They go to the ground once more. Castañeda. And now Cisneros. The refs play advantage, but a great decision on the part of McDaniel para lumabas sa kanyang kahon and just meet that ball. Although the possession short-lived here, Ina Palacios collects, sends it over for Cisneros. O'Brien got a touch. Julieza kontra Yalong, and Yalong just able to dispossess Tin Julieza. This could be another transition for Stallion. Well, not quite numbers there. And that ball telegraphed well by Kaya. And just pressure from the back. That's been the plan here for Stallion early on, and that definitely paid off early. Para sa kanila, Kaya will play catch up from this point for the next 88 minutes, of course, to say the least. Equalizer agad ang hahanapin ng Kaya rito. Cut back here and it's collected by Ina Palacios. Palacios, a long one again, trying to target Cisneros, itong Kaya. Stallion Laguna, they did mention yung mas malawak na field, mas malawak na venue natin, and the pitch here inside Rizal Memorial could be beneficial to them. And yun nga, pinakita nila, just out in open space, Chandler McDaniel, not wasting any time. Tinirahan agad itong Kaya, and that one, beating Palacios into the back of the net, and the early lead for Stallion. A much different output kaagad para sa kanila as it took 90 plus minutes for either side to score doon sa kanilang elimination round matchup. Foot race here, iiwan na lang ni Maya para kay Ina. Very different start here. Kung doon sa kanilang elimination round na laban, it took 90 plus 6 for Fields to score. Dito, it just took 3 minutes for Chandler to score. And kontrolado ng Stallion ng bola rito in the first 19 minutes, as this could be another shot. Well, instead, a through pass. Medyo tentative doon, Witherell and Chandler. Well, plenty of time here for Kaya FC, of course, to keep that dream of a golden double alive. Lemoran sends it to the right flank this time. Jazzy Bora naman, one-on-one kontra Sofia Harrison. Ibabalik sana kay Cisneros. Clearance made by Stallion. That will delay this offensive for Kaya, and eventually Yanzi Yalong just very sneaky from the back. Naagawan na naman itong si Tin Julieza. Pangalawang beses na yan para kay Yanzi Yalong, the player out of the University of the Philippines. De Los Reyes. Rodriguez. Castañeda. Sa kanan ulit sila pupunta. Bora. Short passing here. Kaya. Cisneros the target. Masyado lang lampas bahagya yung pasa, and eventually sabitan O'Brien and Castañeda. Bola babalik sa Stallion. 20 minutes into this one. Bostard. Jamia Fields. Again, si Fields yung naka-score doon sa 1-0 loss ng Kaya. And a victory, of course, for Stallion. Lots of space here, Bella Pasion. Babalik muna kay Bostard. And now Witherell. Back to Bostard. Flag is down. Lemoran getting in the way. Buhay pa ito. Ooh, a miss hit from Chandler. Fields. And plenty of support for Kaya defensively. Pasion collects. Second opportunity. Flag is down pa rin. Yalong. And now finally, Hailey Long takes care of business here inside the danger zone. Chances aplenty for Stallion to create a shot there. And just setting the tone early on. Quite obvious, quite intentional kung anong gustong gawin ng Stallion dito, and already it paid off inside of the first 3 minutes. Nabanggit natin. And what a way to start the proceedings here in the championship match. Again, this is for the PFF Women's Cup 2024 title. Fields. Lob inside. Clearance. Second shot. That one overcooked by Witherell. Katrina Witherell, number 24. One of the foreign reinforcements here, rather, for Stallion. She had 4 goals in that 15-0 victory by Stallion kontra Azuri. And already, can see on your screens, 9-3. Triple, ang dami ng tira rito ng Stallion. Well, that ball has stayed in front for them. Good way to control possession here. As we are approaching the halfway point of the first half. Nangalati na tayo rito. 23rd minute now. Katrina Witherell, of course, played collegiate soccer for Marquette. Is originally from Arizona. And quite the career here as far as accolades are concerned for Katrina Witherell. So we take a look at Hailey Bostard naman. Hailey Bostard had a brace in one of their matches. That was against Tuloy. Bostard saw action for the Grand Canyon University squad. Stallion once more. Fields from up close. Ibabalik kay McDaniel, but well, not the most powerful and sharp finishes for her. But a good setup. Fields finding McDaniel. Palacios to the middle. Bostard ang nakakuha. Now Lemoran. Dalawa agad ang kumukulit kay Bebe Lemoran. Alcantara. Cisneros. Lemoran. Heavy on the first touch there for Camilo Rodriguez. Will lose this ball. Papunta ulit kay Bostard. Fields binalik muna kay Hailey Bostard. Now they send a through pass, but that's been read well by the captain, Hailey Long. Rodriguez. And again, still the defending here for Stallion, quite spot on. They earn another ball here. Fields, could be a dangerous moment here on the cross. Trying to find Katrina Witherell. Masyadong mataas yung height. Noong pasa na yun, malakas rin. Eh, kahit may katangkaran itong si Witherell, that of course, hindi na naabot. The ball went out to one of the sides. So it's going to be a throw in here for Kaya. 25 minutes now. Kaya down and will have to find that equalizer to try and extend this match. Of course, plenty of time left. Maaari pang umiscore ng dalawa o tatlong goal. Who knows? Well, same mindset for Stallion. Hindi pa sila kontento sa isang goal lang. As again, the pressure pays off for Stallion, forcing Kaya to surrender another corner. Corner set piece here, and of course, the dedicated player to deliver these corner set pieces, Chandler McDaniel. Lots of options here inside the box. Medyo papalayo ang kanyang delivery. Cisneros got a piece of that ball. Looks like Alquiros able to gather and send it over to the back. And this is the luxury that Stallion has, having scored the opening goal of the final. Flag is down. Alcantara in a foot race with Fields. But she will just leave that ball. However, it seems she got a touch. Oh, just a confusion on the part of one of the assistant referees. Goal kick nga naman. Hindi naman nahawakan ni Maya, at least from our angle. Goal kick, Ina Palacios. Palacios and Liv McDaniel. Hailey Long and Chandler McDaniel. Nakausap natin si Chandler kanina. And she's been saying, going up against yung mga kakampi niya sa Pilipinas, will definitely just bring the best out of each other. And certainly the case. Just imagine how many times na nagka-practice na itong mga ito. For the national team, that is, of course. As this ball sails out, Jordan O'Brien. Hindi na hinabol ang bola. No, not the start you wanted for Kaya. As the flag was up, Bea de los Reyes, just a miscue there. Kaya, they seem out of sync. Coach let them zone on the bottom left part of your screens, talking to, I believe that is Sheen Bores. Could be an early change here kung ipasok agad ni Coach Let Dimson itong si Bores. Nasa foul there, Kadag. And kung maaalala natin, si Istong, siya ang nagbigay ng kampyonato rito for Kaya in the 2023 PFF Women's League. She scored the lone goal in that championship match kontra Manila Digger naman. Well, using Bores dun sa kanyang pangalan sa ating start list, but of course also goes by Estong Ramores in case you have been following women's club football here in the Philippines for some time now. Haley Long. Indirect free kick lang yun, pero it took some time. 28 minutes now. Cisneros, and now this ball up front for Kaya. Could be a chance to create. Bora. Oh, referee saying it will go the path of Stallion once more. A stop, and ito na nga, early change here. Bea de los Reyes will call it a night in just 29 minutes of action. I think this is also to match the height and the physicality of Stallion right here. So Estong Ramores, number 23 out of Enderan Colleges. I wonder if Kaya will switch to a 3-4-3 here. Of course, Bea de los Reyes playing left back. Si Ramores usually used in the midfield. Mukhang bababa si Kadag. Si Sheila Kadag ang magiging left back rito. A makeshift role for her. Kung maaalala natin, back in the elimination round, Kadag was used as a center back early on. Medyo nanibago raw siya. Well, Kadag, the reigning most valuable player of the PFF Women's League. So it looks like sa gitna pa rin si Ramores. Kadag will make up that back four for Iloilo. Dispossessed by Julieza. Sending it right away for Camrod. Nagpalit na rin si Bora at si Camille Rodriguez. So there's the adjustment. Right wing na itong si Rodriguez. Tapatan ulit sila ni Sofia Harrison dyan. And then Jazzy Bora doon naman sa left wing for Kaya. We'll try to spread the defense here. Especially the back four. Talagang we'll try to create room. It is a wider field than the one we have at McKinley Hill Stadium. Maya kontra Chandler. Alcantara just doing her best para throw in lang. Already into the half-hour point of the match. Stallion Laguna 1, Kaya FC-Iloilo 0. Chandler McDaniel with the opening goal in the 3rd minute. Well, apparently a corner already for Stallion. Nawala na pala ng espasyo itong Kaya before Maya could get a touch. Another in-swinger. Medyo mababa ito. It's met well and easily by Maya Alcantara. Pero si Natasha Alquiros lang ang nandoon. Mabagal ang pasa rito ni Yalong. Oh, telegraphed well by Alquiros initially. Pero na-recover. Tatakbo naman ng Kaya. And now Castañeda. Had to wait for Cisneros. Cutting it back. Cisneros sending it into the box. Pero wala namang nakatanggap doon. Ang malapit sa bola si Rodriguez. Ibabalik muna kay Palacios. Kaya pa rin ang may bola. Alcantara. Now, paunti-unti, Kaya trying to move up. Try to create something offensively. But they throw it away. Short-lived spell there for Kaya. Not really a shot creation chance. Liv McDaniel taking her time. Cisneros. will, of course, indirectly tell her to pick that ball up. Napakaaga pa for time wasting perhaps dito. But again, Stallion, that's the luxury they have. More leeway here para sa kanila after scoring. Going up 1-0 after 3 minutes. Kadag, that's a missed touch. Fields will recover. Jamia Fields and Kadag will just clear that ball to delay the offense. It's a good turnout here for inside the venue, Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Bostard. They tried to do some damage from the right wing this time. Well, good thing that got a touch from Bora. It will remain with Stallion. Haley Bostard. Bibigay na lang muna kay Fields. Fields, quick turn. Fields once more. And the shot! Reminiscent of her shot back in the elimination round. But a tough angle that time around. Namarkahan siya doon. Was unable to carve out significant amount of space. 1-0 Stallion. Stallion with the upper hand here. Trying to again complete the Cinderella turnaround story here. Fields. Minamarkahan ni Rodriguez. Kadag rather. 34 minutes into the opening half. Needless to say, plenty of time for Kaya here. Pero kailangan nilang makuha yung bola at kailangan nilang madala doon sa kanilang unahan. Right up front in their attacking half here. Witherell across. O'Brien. They eventually lose it. Rodriguez will leave it for Julieza. And now Kaya will try to build from the back. Julieza targeting itong si Cisneros, but Kayla McDaniel was there. Reading that pass, intercepting the path of the ball. To Jamia Fields. Plenty of room to operate. And the ball intended for Chandler McDaniel. Palacios nagdadalawang isip. Masyadong malapit si Hililong sa kanya. Maaaring agawin yan ni Chandler. So hindi muna ginulong yung bola. Instead, a long ball. Tuloy-tuloy tayo rito. Things getting a little chippy here. Kadag trying to wrest control of that ball. Pero mawawala. Witherell. Bostard. Kayla McDaniel sends a long one. Flag is down. Jamia Fields able to cut it back. This is alive. And Palacios will have to commit to that ball. Hailey Long, sinusubukan na lang lumabas yung bola. Hinaharangan si Fields. Nalusutan pa ng isa. Good thing, no follow-up for Stallion, no support. To try and come up with a shot. Castañeda, and just how vital that opening goal was for Stallion. Medyo tentative ang Kaya rito. They set the tone early, Stallion, Laguna FC. And you can sense from the body language here of Kaya, they were rattled by that opening incursion. And of course, having to play catch up for the next 87 minutes perhaps. A difficult, a daunting task here for Kaya. Stallion wanting to repeat, of course, yung kanilang resulta in the elimination round. Kaya trying to fight back and serve revenge here. O'Brien kontra Tin Julieza. Ooh, nutmeg! Nutmeg alert here. And the cutback. Room to shoot. And that one bouncing off the body of Hailey Long. And finally, recovered by Bores. But the challenge here for Kaya is to build from the back. That's been the challenge here for Kaya. Sila po yung mga nakadilaw at itim. Nakakulay bughaw naman itong Stallion. Flag is up. Bola babalik sa Kaya. And you can just see Coach let them zone. This has got to be, a precarious situation for them. They're not used to this. Of course, not throughout the course of the cup, kung saan dinodominan nila yung mga kalaban nila at nagkasabitan si Bores tsaka Bella Pasion. Konting warning lang rito galing kay 30 Saluria, our referee. Hailey Long, now a chance here for Kaya up front. Long sending it to Bora. That one had a touch, I believe, from Bostard. It will remain with Kaya. So they cover significant distance here. Naiabante ang bola papunta dun sa kanilang attacking third, and this could be a good opportunity for them to create. When it comes to throw-ins, of course, sa may malapit, it's Hailey Long. Yan yung usual na ginagawa niya, yung buwelo, as she will try to send it straight into the box with power. Pero nandun si Kayla. Maya. Umangat si Maya rito. Lemoran. Trying to thread that needle. Bores. Bounces off O'Brien. Hirap na hirap ang Kaya so far. Only 3 shots here. Well, one coming early on. And easy saves to make for Liv McDaniel so far. Bagsak si Rodriguez. That one is offside. Flag already up. Palacios, of course, will just make sure. As, of course, Chandler McDaniel, the on-rushing captain here for Stallion Laguna, responsible for the opening goal of the match right inside of the 3rd minute of the first half. And that one from long range, Chandler McDaniel. Ball takes an awkward bounce. Bora tries to attend to that. Telegraphed well by Lemoran. Bores, pero ibinalik muna kay Hailey Long. Long, choosing left. That one deflected by Jamia Fields. Ball remains with Kaya. Again, they cover some distance here para maiabante ang bola. They have been challenged here by Stallion to advance that ball from the back. Cisneros trying to confuse the defense of Alquiros. This one intended clearly for Cisneros. Still Kaya here. And finally, O'Brien got into the path. Tutulong lang, tulong-tulong yung depensa. And finally, Liv McDaniel. The usual antics here for Liv. $40 minutes now, about 5 more plus added time. Kaya finding themselves down. Oh, this is a live ball. Liv. And Hailey Long. Pero mahabol si Chandler. Long. Trying to get that ball out of trouble here dun sa attacking third ng Stallion. But instead, they win it back. Fields. Kontra Hailey Long. Jamia Fields pa rin. And now, that time, that's how you defend and really just shadow yung katapat mo to prevent her from getting a piece of that ball. Hinayaan na lang lumabas ni Hailey Long. Bores. Estong Bores, of course, used as a substitute here as Kayla McDaniel had to clear that ball. Si Bea de los Reyes ang pinalitan dito ni Bores. May nakita si Coach Let Dimson rito, as far as, of course, the matchups are concerned and also the build-up from the back. Perhaps, Ramores or Bores has more height, has perhaps also that frame over Bea de los Reyes. They send it over to the right wing. Bora kontra yan si Yalong, and Yalong, her collegiate teammate, able to really impede the progress here. Really just nothing here for Kaya throughout the course of the first 43 minutes. Harrison, masyadong mataas ang talbog ng bola. Chandler McDaniel unable to attend to that long. Ups for the ground. Bores. That one intended for Camrod. Nagpalit ulit sila rito. Camille Rodriguez nasa left wing ulit. Jazzy Bora right wing. Well, that's been the approach here for Kaya. And Liv McDaniel. 43 minutes now. But as you can see, there's just more flow to this match kontra dun sa laro nitong dalawang koponan na ito. Back in the elimination round, it was a smaller, shorter width for that field inside McKinley Hill Stadium. Talagang every time that ball is in the midfield, ball out kadalasan, tapos talagang banggaan rin yung mga players. Sobrang daming foul. Just the momentum couldn't build off some extended spells here. This is of course the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium, a historic venue at that. Will also be the venue of the home games of your men's national teams sa paparating na AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup. Well, the first match to be played here against Myanmar on December 12. Kaya in front, they send it over to Rodriguez. Does not get a touch. You can see the intent is there for Kaya from the middle. They have been trying to utilize both wings as well. But so far, talagang kontrolado ng Laguna ang laro. Not just in terms of this 1-0 lead, but control of the ball. Liv McDaniel. That had some power. Diretso papunta kay Jamia Fields. But Chandler will not be able to salvage the possession here. Somehow ends up with Jordan O'Brien. Jordan sends it back. Tasha. And now up front, Harrison. Umangat rito si Sofia Harrison. Carving out some space, and then the challenge by Sara Castañeda as they concede another corner here. Sofia Harrison, of course, kung mapapansin nyo yung likod ng kanyang uniforme, Vunch na po yung nakalagay. Of course, Harrison married earlier this year.
Additional time, 2 minutes.
2 minutes of added time here. Tinaas na ang ating fourth official, Jaicelia May De Jong. 2 more minutes of action. Again, good height on that one pero papalabas. And Bora and O'Brien. Nasubsob itong si Jordan O'Brien papunta kay Jazzy Bora, and that is why a foul. Balik sa Kaya ang bola. Still some leeway here, some window. Yanzi Yalong again. Able to secure the ball. And then lobs this one in. Ooh, that one. A bit of a miscommunication on the part of Palacios and Long. Well, eventually, nasalo naman ni Palacios. Into the second minute of stoppage time here. Stallion Laguna in control. Opening goal from Chandler. Blue McDaniel putting them ahead and putting pressure on Kaya to, of course, find the equalizer here. Well, it's been tough for Kaya. They can't build from the back. Fields threading that needle for O'Brien. And Haley Long able to read that sequence well. Bora, or Bores rather, bothered by two. It looks like she was hit by O'Brien. Pero may player din ang Stallion rito. Bagsak sa ating field as of the moment. Let's take a look at that. Bothered by Bella Pasion and Jordan O'Brien. Oh, just the momentum of Jordan O'Brien. Hindi na pigilan. But someone's down here for Stallion. A few meters away from Bores. And, well, I believe the players will just make the most out of the time to rehydrate. Well, it looks like the halftime whistle has been blown here. And so as it stands, Stallion Laguna FC with a 1-0 lead contra Kaya FC-Iloilo in the first 45 minutes. Halfway done, and it could be just 45 minutes away from their first ever women's title, Stallion Laguna FC. Chandler Blue McDaniel, of course, responsible for the opening goal of this contest. And we leave you with some of the highlights here as we enter a break. Second half action and more when we return. This is the final of your PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines. Back inside the Rizal Memorial, as Stallion Laguna FC could be just 45 minutes away from the crown here. The chance to complete the Cinderella story and the chance to be crowned the new queens of the PFF Women's Cup 2024. Brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines. If you have just been joining us, that was the conversion from inside the 3rd minute. Chandler McDaniel giving Stallion Laguna FC and their women's team the lead. And we have been reading some of the comments here. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok sa ating live broadcast presentation on the YouTube platform, of course, of the Philippine Football Federation. And we thank you all for joining us on this Monday evening here in the capital city, Manila. Kaya FC-Iloilo will need to convert at least one to extend this. Pero kung mga dalawa sila, it will turn the tides. Well, Stallion, of course, will not be satisfied with just this differential. It may be enough, but mabuti na yung makasiguro. Moments away from the start of the second half. Stallion in blue, making their final few adjustments here as they go back to the field. Kaya FC-Iloilo right now. Praying, hoping that they will be able to extend the campaign here. And it will, of course, depend on whether they score here. Kaya, the defending PFF Women's League champions. Stallion Laguna, of course, coming into this tournament. Marami nang nakaisip that Stallion would go deep into the championship round nung inanunsyo yung kanilang lineup. Abay, napakalakas ng mga isinama rito ng Stallion, some Filipinas mainstays, and of course their foreign recruits as well. But now the pressure is on for Kaya. There in their yellow and black two-tone kits to try and score. Second half action, and it looks like Julissa Cisneros and Sara Castañeda will get us going here. And we're off. Kaya now playing from left to right on your screens. The opening possession of the second half. Well, the story of the first half has been clear as Jamia Fields unable to really handle that one. Although Long just sends it away. That was, a first half controlled by Stallion in every sense of the word. As this ball just sails out, O'Brien running out of real estate. Just Stallion, a solid first half in every sense of the word. They controlled possession. They created scoring opportunities for themselves. And they did not really allow Kaya to go on counterattacks, have some shots doon sa kanilang unahan. And now Kaya, let's see if they can really find that equalizer here in the second half. Maya, Camille Rodriguez starting the second half. Andun pa rin sa kaliwa, left wing. Castañeda, Bores, Lemoran, lobs it forward. Cisneros and Jazzy Bora not really unable to take that ball to the intended spot, and that is Liv McDaniel. Could be moments away from helping Stallion earn their first major piece of silverware, men or women, since 2013. For those of you, of course, who have followed Stallion, who have followed local football, Stallion Laguna FC achieving a golden double at the time, UFL League and then UFL Cup. Doon po yung kanilang men's team back in 2013. Well, of course, the one, the only Balot Doctora part of that squad. Well, it could be the women's turn here. We're about to find out. Fields trying to do some damage here. McDaniel, that one deflected. It's still alive for Stallion. A bit of a confusion there. Split second, nag-hesitate itong si McDaniel. And the story of the first half here for Kaya, yung left back, si Bea de los Reyes, nilabas after about 29 minutes. Si Estong Bores, also known as Estong Ramoran, siya yung pumalit, perhaps just to try and match the physicality, the height nitong Stallion. Si Ella Kadag, not really in her usual role. Si Kadag ngayon ang left back, Bores of course playing in the midfield. But now a chance for Stallion here. Nakalinya ang kanilang mga player. A set piece here. And it's Chandler McDaniel set to deliver. Another conversion here, without question, will put Stallion Laguna in a much comfortable spot. More breathing room. More separation from Kaya. McDaniel Given the go signal, medyo mababa. It's met well. Tatakbo ang Kaya. Let's see if they can capitalize. Lemoran, forward for Camille Rodriguez in a foot race against Harrison. Well, there's the adjustment. Harrison nasa right back naman for Stallion. Eventually, completing the stop here for Stallion. Good individual effort there on the part of the defender, Sophia Harrison. Maya. Doon naman sila sa kabilang flank, and that's Jazzy Bora. Pero masyadong malakas ang pasa. And so Harrison will go back to her familiar spot. The left back, one of the two fullbacks here for Stallion. Alongside Kayla McDaniel. Try to carve out some space there. Nagkasabitan, Maya at saka Chandler. Foot race here. It's Hailey Long with the ball. Hinahabol ni Jamia Fields. But Long wisely. Bora running out of space that time around. Short-lived spell for Kaya. Talagang nahihirapan rito ang Kaya for something to materialize. Fields. Quite a wild approach that time around. Could have been a lob, but Chandler was not really running forward. Oh, but Kadag lost control as well. Uncharacteristic here. Kaya again, from the moment that Stallion scored that opening goal, they seem out of rhythm, out of sync. Just all sorts of tentative here as this one, bobbled a little bit, but eventually recollected by Ina Palacios. Cisneros. They're unable to really involve Cisneros quite in volumes here as Yalong has this one contra Maya. Yalong trying to wrest control. Maya eventually makes the denial. But again, the challenge here for Kaya is how to build from the back. Stallion talagang pinahihirapan silang itawid yung bola. Nakukuha lang ng Kaya ito if there are stoppages or yung mga biglaang counter. But from situations like this, if you watch the first half, naka-high press itong Stallion. Well, now they perhaps will relax a little bit, drop down a little bit para naman ma-manage rin yung kanilang stamina. We're not counting out the possibility of an equalizer here. For sure, Stallion, very wary, very mindful of that as well. 53 minutes now. Plenty of time still for Kaya. Lemoran flicks that ball forward. Hinahabol ni Estong. Clearance made by Stallion. It remains with Kaya. And another chance dito sa kanilang unahan. In the attacking third, si Tin Julieza naman ang magbibigay. Usually it's Long kapag nasa kaliwa. Julieza pag nasa kanan. That ball just takes an awkward bounce and hindi na nakaporma itong si Bora. Hindi pinaporma ni Harrison. Ball is out into a goal kick for Liv. Liv McDaniel, Ina Palacio, silang magkatapat rito. Hailey Long, Chandler McDaniel. Yung mga magkakakampi sa Pilipinas, the women's football national team of course of the Philippines. Kaya nabasa natin yung ibang mga comments that they're torn between Stallion and Kaya. Siyempre mga supporter ng Pilipinas as well. But you know, the plan here in the long run for the PFF Women's Cup and also the PFF Women's League is to, just lift the level of competition here. And the more national team pool players you have playing here locally makes it easier for, of course, the national team to just call up their names kapag may mga international tournament. And mas madali na para sa kanila magkaroon ng training camp or magsama-sama. As we have Yanzi Yalong once more. Nabantayan ni Maya. Quick denial there from Kaya. Estong loses it. Pero nawala rin kay Witherell, and now Castañeda, quick turn. Tatawagan yan. Sara Castañeda, of course, played a key role against Manila Digger doon sa midfield. Ang dami niyang, just the activity level here for Sara Castañeda as we take a look at that replay. Eventually, she was pretty much useful doon sa set piece kung saan tinira niya yung free kick na save nung keeper ng Manila Digger, but on the follow-up, Hailey Long winning and scoring. 2-1 ang score ng Kaya against Manila Digger. That was their semi-final battle. Ito namang Stallion, sabihin na natin, relatively easier path to the final. Hindi na nila kinailangang maglaro. Beach Hut FC deciding na hindi magpatuloy, so a win via forfeit for Stallion. And just saying hi to our viewers here. Jamia Fields, could be an opening. Fields against Maya, naiwan yung bola. And Alcantara, good decision making on the part of Maya na ilayo yung bola. Minsan kailangan mong itapon na lang ng ganyan yung bola para paghirapan ulit ng kalaban mo na itawid. Sometimes it's a game of distances, how you cover ground, cover space to advance that ball para maka-score. 56 minutes now. Hearing word that we have breached the 400 mark as far as our live concurrent viewers are concerned. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok in this live broadcast of your PFF Women's Cup 2024 final. Siyempre, napapanood niyo po on the YouTube channel of the Philippine Football Federation. Fields draws a foul from Bora. The tournament, of course, brought to us by Coca-Cola Philippines. The clock continues to tick here. Stallion could be about 34 minutes and change away from finishing the story, so to speak. But Kaya, of course, plenty of time here to equalize and try to extend. Ang gusto ng Kaya rito, of course, the double also. Sila yung defending PFF Women's League champions. Gusto nila pati yung Women's Cup mapanalunan back-to-back. And perhaps the start of a dynasty as well. O'Brien took a shot nonetheless, pero papalabas. The angle of elevation on that one, hindi napino ni Jordan O'Brien, one of the foreign recruits here for Stallion. Ina Palacios, goal kick to send this back into play. Palacios taking her time. Ang hindi pa nata-target ng Kaya rito is Julissa Cisneros. They're just unable to find her doon sa kanilang attacking half. Sabitan rito, and hindi na nagustuhan ni Bella Pasion yung physicality rito ni Camille Rodriguez. Parehas Filipinas yan. Hinatak nga naman galing sa likod. And Bella Pasion, of course, quick to react to that one. And another encouraging spot here for Stallion Laguna to take this. They do have a lot of players with a height advantage here. Kung header ang kanilang susubukan rito, you have the likes of Kayla McDaniel, Katrina Witherell. Si Chandler ang magbibigay rito. Ang naiwan lang sa likod, si Harrison tsaka si Natasha Alquiros. Kumpula na yung mga player there on the edge of the box. As we approach the 1 hour mark here. Chandler to hurl this one in. Quite sharp on that one. It's a shot on target apparently, but collected by Ina Palacios. Forcing Palacios to commit. Cisneros trying to carve out some space. And now Kaya has the ball up front, but the flag is up. Short-lived spell once more. Sayang na pagkakataon for Kaya, as it was offside. A rare chance, in fact, for Kaya. Again, hindi sila nakakakuha ng counter-attacks rito. Kontrolado ng Stallion ng bola. That's been the complexion of the match. Well, obviously, Camille Rodriguez way ahead of yung kanyang defender. Liv McDaniel. Sheila Kadag. You know, the risk of playing Sheila Kadag as a defender here, as lalabas na lang si Liv McDaniel to provide the clearance. So another opportunity here for Kaya. They advance the ball a significant amount of meters here dito sa kanilang attacking third. And it's going to be Hailey Long. Kung tinanggal na ni Hailey Long yung headband niya. Different look here for the second half. The captain, of course, for Kaya, as we have just breached the 1 hour mark here. Into the box, Cisneros tried to control initially. Lemoran bothered by the defense. Kadag shoots it, but it's above and out, also wide. Well, if there's someone on the part of Kaya na kayang itira from a considerable distance, yun yan, sina Lemoran, sina Kadag, even Castañeda, of course. McDaniel taking her time. Stallion Laguna could be just half an hour away from securing the title. But Kaya FC-Iloilo, of course, in search of that equalizer. Good turnout here sa ating venue po, the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Well, of course, you just don't see it on your screens, but the grandstand area, good amount of fans in live attendance here for tonight. Siyempre, yung mga men's players din ng Kaya, ng Stallion also here. Manila Digger, the second runners up, aka the third placers, of course, by way of Beach Hut FC not opting to play anymore the third place match as well. Hindi rin sila naglaro sa semifinals. So win by forfeit here. For formality lang, Manila Digger are your bronze medal winners. And still to be decided sino ang magwawagi ng kampyonato here right now as it stands. Mukhang Stallion Laguna ang namumuro, ika nga, but of course Kaya will want to rewrite the story here in the next few minutes. Bora is trying her best, but the sprint not enough. Liv McDaniel quickly leaving it for Harrison. Sofia Maya telegraphs that pass pretty well. Kadag, was that out? It was. Sheila Kadag, ginagamit na fullback rito ni Coach Let Dimzon. Ginamit niyang center back. She started as a center back against Stallion during their elimination round matchup. Maya Alcantara coming off the bench as a substitute. Ngayon naman, well, they both started the contest. But you, of course, that's part of the sacrifice here. Kadag, of course, an offensive option here as Bora sends the ball out. '64th minute now of this match. The championship of your PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to us by Coca-Cola Philippines. Fields, quick turn. Bothered by Kadag. And that's the matchup they want. Fields will try to cut this back. Andun si Lemoran. Lemoran to Bora, but that one overcooked. And Harrison immediately back for Fields. Kontra Kadag ulit. Left flank. And looks like they concede another corner. Kaya, that's another department that Stallion has been dominating so far. Corner, set pieces. And that's just reflective of how aggressive they are in front. Setting the tone early on. And now Coach Let Dimzon having a discussion with one of the other coaches here for Kaya. Paunti-unti, they are running out of time. Even if it's still 25 minutes, will they have to create a scoring opportunity at the very least? Chandler McDaniel will sling this one in. Good backspin on this one. Haley Long got a touch. Yalong also got a touch. Cisneros clearance, sends it into open space, pero ang nandun lang si Harrison. Bola babalik sa Stallion. Sends it to Witherell, bothered by Long. Numbers here for Stallion up front. They overload once more. Still Stallion. Up for Yalong, but that one straight to the gloves of Ina Palacios. Good intent. .66 minutes now. About 24 more and change. Well, so far, same scoreline for Stallion kontra Kaya, but just the way it was scored and the time it was scored, halos total opposite. Kung napanood nyo po yung laban ng Kaya and Stallion in the elimination round, Jamia Fields scoring in the 90th plus 6. Stoppage time na yon, seconds na lang. Heartbreaking defeat for Kaya. Pero ito, again, quite the exact opposite. Third minute of the match, naka-score agad si Chandler McDaniel. Sabi ko nga, what a way to start the final. They thread that ball. O'Brien. But Palacios will go outside of the 6-yard box to collect. Pero pahirapan pa rin for Kaya to build from the back. Just solid defending here from Stallion, as this is an obvious whistle. Cisneros taken down by Tasha. So they have this ball in front, the attacking half for Kaya, pero may kalayuan pa rin ito. Natasha Alquiros, of course, former member of the national team as well. Nabanggit niya nga almost, well, not just almost, more than 10 years ago, sabi niya. And that's when Clint McDaniel first really involved himself to the national team as well. Of course, the McDaniel sisters also being part of the pool. Maya Alcantara into the box for Kaya. Clearance for O'Brien. .68 minutes now. Tin Julieza ang magto-throw in. Choosing left. Bora. Bothered by Harrison once more. And you can just see the quality of, what was that? Natasha? I think that was, or perhaps Bostard. And nevertheless, you can see the quality of the back four here for Stallion, taking care of their spots. You have Harrison, Kayla McDaniel, Natasha Alquiros, Haley Bostard. Stallion also doing this without Jessica Miklat. Miklat, 50-50. Although nag-warm up siya and naka-uniforme siya, but 50-50 ang kanyang kondisyon rito. Cisneros, rare incursion here for Kaya. The cutback. Oh, missed touch there for Bora. Bores, quick turn. The shot bounces off a defender. And eventually, the ball ends up with Fields. You also saw on the graphics moments ago, 57% possession for Stallion. Harrison, naharangan na lang si Cisneros. Leaving this one for Liv McDaniel. Paunti-unti, again, time favoring Stallion here. Kaya. Not much opportunities. And Coach Let Dimzon perhaps huhugot na rito sa kanyang mga reserves. Chandler. Tumatakbo si Jordan O'Brien. The acceleration. Tries the through ball. But the defense was there. That one took a deflection from Bella Pasion. And that one had some force. Medyo naramdaman agad ni Pasion yung impact ng bola. Jamia Fields kontra Kadag once more. That's been the matchup. Kadag again being used here as a fullback. Harrison. Miscommunication there on the part of Sofia and Jordan. Balik ang bola sa Kaya with about 20 more minutes to try and find that equalizer they desperately need, at the very least, to extend the match. Well, we have been talking to both camps here, and needless to say, both teams are prepared if it goes the full 120 minutes, if it goes to penalties. But certainly not the case as it stands. Stallion with the upper hand. Hindi pa tapos ang Stallion rito. Medyo nakaangat rin. Kadag. Rodriguez. Kaya building from the back. Getting some encouragement here. O'Brien. Cisneros. Inilobo na lang. Papunta sana kay Rodriguez. This will be recovered by Castañeda. Jamia Fields able to telegraph that pass pretty well. And Stallion wasting no time. But Chandler McDaniel will not be able to attend to this. Palacios. Kaya will reset. Long. Sends that ball out. Well, two substitutions here. Nakaantabay for Kaya. Well, looks like Maya Bernal and Joyce Onrubia. So Joyce Onrubia, pinalitan itong si Bebe Lemoran. Ito namang si Maya Bernal, pinalitan si Jazzy Bora. So it could be that na umangat si Sheila Kadag pabalik sa midfield kasi defender itong si Maya Bernal. Joyce Onrubia, meanwhile, siya yung ginagamit kadalasan dito na 8 ng Kaya. Could be an integral part. Ayan na siya. Number 22, Joyce Onrubia. The ball will go back to Stallion. That could have a potent connection here. Onrubia and Camro doon sa kanan. The right wing for Kaya. Yun yung pinractice nila kahapon. Just to give you a different look, it looks like Kadag is still on the back line as Palacios collects. Maya Bernal, of course, listed as a defender here. Fields. Paunti-unti, Stallion. Kung kontrolado pa rin nila itong bola na ito, they can just pretty much secure this one. Jordan O'Brien flicks it to the middle. Andun si Bores. Cisneros tried to do the quick turn, but Natasha Alquiros was there. Although she loses it. Luckily for her, mukhang last touch si Cisneros. Alright, so there's the adjustment. Looks like inangat na si Sheila Kadag. Pabalik doon sa midfield. Tin Julieza and Maya Bernal. Sila na yung dalawang fullback. The left back and the right back. Siyempre, Maya Alcantara and Hailey Long pa rin doon sa gitna, the central defenders. That's Maya, Bores. Paunti-unti, Kaya trying to build once more. Castañeda iiwan. A long one here. And this could be onside, a chance. Joyce Onrubia. But the shot is just wide there. That's as close as Kaya could have gotten to a solid connection. And Joyce Onrubia, it's wide. You had Cisneros, you had Camilo Rodriguez running forward. Pero hindi naaabutan. And so as it stands, still 1-0, Stallion, Laguna FC. About 15 more minutes. Acceleration here, Wetherell. Open space here, Yanzi Yalong. Hahabol ang depensa ng Kaya. Yalong, the cutback. Puro Kaya ang nasa loob ng kahon. And this one, a shove from the back. Porres does not appreciate itong si Chandler McDaniel. And inawat na lang. Things getting chippy here. Hailey Long, syempre inaawat rin yung kanyang kakampi, the captains. And cooler heads eventually prevail. Ito yung takedown ni Chandler. Well, obviously, and then of course, Bores, quick to react to that one. Did not appreciate what happened. Not quite sure if there was a yellow. Mukhang wala naman. Kaya with the ball once more. 76 minutes now, about 15 more minutes. Plus added time as it stands. Kaya, they need to equalize. No other recourse here. This is Bernal. Into the box, Cisneros, the cutback, the shot! Oh, that one just above the bar and out! Another solid shot there. Looks like that was Shela Kadag off a setup from Cisneros. Kaya FC-Iloilo, kumakatok, paunti-unti. Let's take a look at that one more time. Cisneros feeding Shela Kadag. And again, if there's someone from Kaya who can hit from that range, it's Kadag. Well, Lemoran na nilabas na rito. Maya Bernal also has some power on those boots. Well, definitely, hindi pa tapos ito. Kaya sinusubukang mga lampag rito. Stallion trying to protect this lead. Perhaps steal even one more. And let's just expect that in the next few minutes or so, Stallion will of course invite Kaya to press. They will try to stretch this formation and waste away the time as well, while also still searching perhaps for another conversion here. Kaya takes it away. Cisneros. Medyo crowded talaga yung gitna, and Jordan O'Brien able to win it back. Numbers here for Stallion. Jordan. Yalong. And the flag is up. That's quite obvious. Offside call here. Hindi na timing ng maayos ni Yanzi Yalong. But nevertheless, they waste away some time here. And again, pahihirapan ulit for Kaya to build from the back. Palacios, Onrubia. Cisneros, quick 1-2. And it's Joyce Onrubia once again. Foot race contra Harrison. But Sophia Harrison just able to put a stop on that one. And that's the quality of your Filipinas left back, Sophia Harrison. Onrubia. And again, Harrison able to anticipate the path of Onrubia, and then Onrubia of course resorting doon sa konting hawi dahil of course in desperate need of that ball of possession here to try and come up with something. Kaya. "79 minutes now into this one. This ball just takes a bounce. Inabangan ni Palacios. Long ball to the midfield. Castañeda wants it. Rodriguez rather. Cisneros. Where will Julissa go? He finds Sara. Into the middle. Cisneros. To her left. Julissa pa rin. The leading goal scorer of the tournament. Bores unable to shoot. Castañeda does, but it's wide. Stallion Laguna FC could be just 10 minutes away from cementing the Cinderella turnaround here. 16 shots to 9. Kaya in the past couple of minutes able to get some attempts here, pero Stallion again in control from the beginning, from the moment they scored that goal. $80 minutes now. Castañeda, they restart the offensive here. But on the through ball on Rubia, tumakbo agad papunta sa unahan. Yalong, now the flag is down. Yanzi. Kontra Julieza. Leaves it for Witherell. Tatakbo ang Kaya. But that one does not get to Cisneros. Katrina Witherell once more. Right flank naman ang atake rito ng Stallion. Jamia Fields. Quick 1-2 here. And it's been read well by the defense. They run out of space. They're saying last touch on Castañeda. So another corner set piece for Stallion. It doesn't seem like Stallion has any intent on making changes. Perhaps they will do so kapag mga konting minuto na lang natitira, just to waste the clock away further. Weather conditions here inside Rizal Memorial, just a slight drizzle. It's been that kind of a weather here. And as you can see, already the 7th corner here. McDaniel, a header there for Witherell. Ina Palacios, textbook save there. Easy catch for the multiple time best goalkeeper in the UAAP. McDaniel just waits for it. Tumba si Harrison. Joyson Rubia. And Coach Let instructing her troops here to move forward. Well, of course, Kaya, they need to press here. Time is slowly running out for them. Yalong unable to control. Castañeda. The ball in front for Kaya. Rodriguez. They hurl this one. Clearance Stallion. Witherell leaves it for Fields. Bernal. And it stays in play. Wala nang humabol for Kaya. Counter-attack time here for Stallion, but Maya Alcantara wisely sends it back to Ina. Fields from virtually the middle of the field. Yalong, flag stays down. Yancy Yalong kontra Tin Julieza. Julieza able to delay momentarily. And now it's up. The flag is up. Harrison sinubukang ibalik papunta kay Yancy Yalong. Jamia Fields down inside the box. Is this the start of Stallion milking the clock here? Well, no changes made yet here for Stallion. It's been an intact starting roster for them. Some of the players making the most out of this lull, rehydrating from just outside of the technical area. Bella Pasion, Katrina Witherell, Fields back up on her feet. Hailey Long will put this ball back into play. Porres on Rubia. And someone's down once more for Stallion. Flag is up. Offside ulit. And it's Jordan O'Brien this time. 85th minute now. O'Brien. 1-0. Stallion 1, Kaya 0. About 5 more minutes left in regulation plus added time. And this is for the championship, for the title, in your PFF Women's Cup 2024. Brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines. Stallion, they can sense it. Kaya, of course, that window, that door, starting to close for them. Maya Alcantara just waiting for the go signal here. Stallion down to 10. Nilabas muna si Jordan O'Brien. A chance here for Kaya with 1 extra personnel. But it seems they just throw it away on Rubia. Hahabulin. And it looks like they earn a corner here. Kaya able to get a corner set piece on Rubia, doing her best against Kayla McDaniel. Mukhang may ipapasok rito ang Stallion. That is Pauline San Buenaventura. Labas muna si Yalong. Yalong a winger. San Buenaventura a center back. So mukhang they will fortify that back line. Baka gawing back 5 na just to prevent Kaya from pulling off something offensively. But it is an in-swinger, or perhaps an out-swinger rather, for Tin Julieza, and a chance once more for Kaya to create. Julieza lobs it inside, poked away, and Alquiroz has it, sends it to open space here just to make it tough, make it difficult for Kaya. Palacios lumabas na ng kanyang area to send it back into play. Alquiroz again, bothers, Passion. Bostard. Intended for Chandler. Hailey Long was there. Chandler. Keeping the ball in play against her co-captain. Dalawang kapitana. Field suddenly has it. Kontra Bernal. Jamia Fields. They're just baiting Kaya to try and concede something here while also wasting away some precious time here. You can clearly sense the intent here. But at the same time, they're winning some distance here as Fields, quick turn. Kontra Bernal pa rin. And a goal kick here. Oh, that time around, Kaya getting the better of that ploy from Fields. Maya, Alcantara, they will build from the back once more. Alcantara. Cisneros, but it's controlled by Harrison. San Buenaventura leaves it for Sofia. Harrison kontra Alcantara. Harrison pa rin. And again, it's the same ploy. They're just exploiting the size of the field here, inviting Kaya. Kung sakali mang lumabas yung bola, it's going to be tough for Kaya to cover ground. 89 minutes now. About a couple more plus added. Stallion, they can sense it here. And a foul there, San Buenaventura on Cisneros. Na-warningan itong si San Buenaventura. resorting into those tactics, just trying to get into the heads ng mga kalaban niya. Ginawa niya yan against Ina back in the elimination round. Alcantara sends it forward, but a tough angle. It will go back to Stallion. Well, Stallion, they still have the luxury of 3 or 4 changes here. And the referee again cautioning Stallion na bilis-bilisan itong throw-in na ito. Just a throw-in for them. Harrison. Up front, Chandler, collected by Maya. Alcantara, Joyce. Back and forth we go here. That one off the back of Maya, and then Fields able to sneak in. Set piece here earned by Stallion, as they can just pretty much solidify their hold of the trophy. 6 minutes of added time. 6 more minutes. That's perhaps enough cushion for Kaya if they get the ball up front. Bola babalik sa Kaya rito. Tuloy-tuloy tayo rito. Alcantara. Kaya in dire need to score. Will they find the equalizer in added time? We're about to find out. Bernal. Lobs it forward. Kayla McDaniel was there. Back and forth we go. Dito naman sa kabila. Joyce Onrubia pa rin. Kontra Bella Pasion. Oh, that was San Benaventura. Tutulong si Harrison. Onrubia eventually loses control. They send it to Jamia Fields. Flag is down. Galing likod. Fields habulin ni Julieza, and again Fields not really intentional here of putting up a lob or a cross. Maya, Julieza tutulong. Clearance made by Alcantara. Ball remains with Stallion. It's going to be Jordan O'Brien. Harrison. And a yellow here. Excessive wasting of time already here for Stallion. Medyo nakakahalata na yung referee natin. Only in the first 90 seconds or so of added time here. May oras pa for Kaya. But they have to secure that ball. Muntik nang mawala for Fields. Is trying to... that physique of Jamia Fields, trying to take advantage of that, really guarding that ball, making it difficult for, of course, Julieza to try and reach from behind. Harrison. Julieza got a piece eventually. San Benaventura, ibabalik muna sa gitna. And Witherill, Ina will let it sail out into a goal kick. About 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes here. Can Kaya extend this one? Or will Stallion finally complete the turnaround story for the ages? Bola babalik sa Kaya. They have about 3 minutes to work with and find that equalizer. No other recourse here. Castañeda. Long. And a foul on Bores. And upset with the official here. And Fields asking the referee to hand out a yellow. It looks like our referee has had enough. 30 Saluria, na yellow card pa itong si Jamia Fields. I'm just curious, you know, if our clubs retain the same players, counted pa yung mga yellow card for for the next tournament. It will continue or carry over. As it stands, it's a free kick for Stallion. A chance here to seal the deal. Definitely this one. I don't think they will send this back. Pero ang daming binaba ng Stallion rito. Hindi overloaded yung kanilang unahan. Chandler McDaniel can pretty much just shoot this. She has Jamia Fields to her left and Jordan O'Brien sa kanyang kanan. Ang kaya naman, of course, maingat rito, forming that wall. Most of their players andoon sa loob ng kahon. Si Cisneros lang ang naiwan doon sa bandang unahan. 4.5 minutes into added time. McDaniel. Chandler, the lone goal scorer, shoots it. And that one straight to Ina. Palacios. Cisneros, quick 1-2. The ball forward. Castañeda. But one back by Bostard. Good effort on the part of Haley. And Liv McDaniel will collect. It could be just a minute away. Stallion Laguna, they can sense it. Fields. Still trying to fight for that ball. Witherell. Witherell again, they're trying to take that ball doon sa sulok. Nawala ng espasyo rito si Witherell. Kaya. Mukhang mawawala na ng oras rito. Para minute left. +6 rin yung dinagdag ng referee in that elimination round match. Kung saan naka-score nga si Jamia Fields at the death for a 1-0 scoreline. Same scoreline that we have right now. Well, may konting dagdag pa ito of course. Na yellow card nga si Fields. May foul kanina. Medyo idadagdag lang ng konting oras. This could be the final spell. Kaya has to come up with something here. And in a hurry. Fields bothers. Chandler McDaniel scoring in the 3rd minute. That could be enough. A shot from way out. Onrubia hahabol. Kontra Fields. Or Harrison rather. The cutback. Cisneros. A shot. Kadag. Oh, that one just wide. It took a deflection. It took a deflection. And that's the final whistle. It's over. The turnaround is complete.
Later.
The feudal days are over. Stallion Laguna FC are your PFF Women's Cup 2024 champions. It's the first major silverware for Stallion men's or women's team since 2013 and perhaps a source of inspiration for clubs trying to end their title droughts. They will savor this for sure. Stallion Laguna FC, the personnel, Clint McDaniel, who helped put up this formidable group together. The men's squad right there as well. A Placito, Finn McDaniel, the brother of course of Liv and Chandler. And you can even just say the diaspora of locals from their previous squad to Stallion and the addition of formidable reinforcements as well. 2 pictures painting the story here. And there's the confirmation. There's the final on your screens. Stallion Laguna FC 1, Kaya FC-Iloilo 0. Stallion Laguna FC are your PFF Women's Cup 2024 champions. Do stick around for the awarding ceremony as we will officially crown Stallion. And of course, we have some individual awards as well. And you see the happy pictures right now of Stallion on their faces of the players. And what an effort here just And also, the support of Mr. Jefferson Cheng just pouring out some resources here. Kaya FC-Iloilo, they had some chances to create in the second half. Shot on target for Chandler McDaniel. And then this one from Kadag. But this was the only conversion of the match. And you know how long it took? About 2 minutes. Chandler McDaniel scoring. And we'll take a quick break. After this, it is the awarding ceremony here at Rizal Memorial for the PFF Women's Cup 2024. Brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines.
Itong bata.
ma'am. Pwede yan, ma'am. Alfred, Alfred. Alfred. Tao lang magpapababa.
Pwede ko bang hiramin yung house?
May amoy, ma'am, ha? May amoy.
Back inside Rizal Memorial as we are ready to get the awards ceremony underway. As you see on your screens, the PFF president himself, Mr. John Anthony Gutierrez, as well as members of the PFF Executive Committee here to grace the final match day of your PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to us by Coca-Cola Philippines, the match officials. Of course, being congratulated for the job well done. Thirdy Saluria, the lead referee, assistant referees, Andalu Arrogante and Adrian Denise Gumtang. The fourth official, Jaicelia May Diong. Mabanggit lang natin yung ating referee assessor, si Ginoong Ray Retaga. The match commissioner was Karen Ann Kaliway. We are of course going to award the top 3 finishers. Well, not a secret anymore kung ano yung pagkakasunod-sunod. This is all but formality now. We also have special awards, individual awards as well. This is the Fair Play Award. And it goes to Tuloy FC. Tuloy FC, of course, was some of their players part of the future of women's football, even women's futsal. One of the consistent grassroots programs here that we have locally. And the Fair Play Award, of course, hindi lang ito basta-basta randomly selected. No? This is, of course, for the team with the least amount of yellow cards and red cards at that. And Tuloy FC finishing 5th in the proceedings. They did have that win against Azuri. Although they lost against Beach Hut, pasok sana sa semifinals itong Tuloy kontra Stallion sana. Could have made it difficult for Stallion perhaps to advance. Nevertheless, Tuloy always a staple part of the tournaments here, be it the cup or the league. Makikita natin paano sila magpe-perform. Looks like we have individual awards up next. The best goalkeeper. Such a solid pool of goalkeepers. And it's Lev McDaniel officially, of course, saving her saving her best clean sheet for last. Liv McDaniel, who of course helped tow the Filipinas to the World Cup. Sinong makakalimot sa kanyang AFC Women's Asian Cup performance against Chinese Taipei, and now of course a shutout of Kaya FC-Iloilo here. But of course it was a total team effort for Stallion, their backline, and just all the outfield players as well. They made it difficult for Kaya to really come up with something doon sa kanilang attacking half. But of course, Liv McDaniel right now adding this trophy to her personal collection. We also have the top scorer. Ang ating butihing, of course, panauhin, Belay Fernando de la Cruz, PFF Female at-large Executive Committee member. Well, Julissa Cisneros from Kaya is the top goal scorer. She had 11 all tournament long. Kaya still in the middle of a what is becoming to be a lengthy huddle here. Of course, the PFF Women's League champions. Kinapos lang ang Kaya rito for a golden double, but nevertheless, Cisneros, her first time here in the country, it was Maya Alcantara who brought Cisneros to Kaya. Nagkakampi itong dalawang to back in the United States. Doon sa kanilang, meron silang nilaruan na club when they were in the 14 to 18-year-old category back then. Alcantara responsible for bringing Cisneros dito sa Pilipinas and playing for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Looks like up next is the best defender award. Plenty of candidates as well for that distinction. Pag na tayo lumayo, we have the likes of Sophia Harrison. Sa Kaya naman, of course, Hailey Long. Even Tin Julieza has a case. And it's Hailey Long. Hailey Long has been awarded Best Defender of the PFF Women's Cup 2024. Just a consolation here, of course, for Kaya. You can make a case for Julieza. You can make a case for Harrison, especially with how she performed in the final. Hailey Long, of course, also worthy of the distinction here. Hailey Long now getting her photo taken. A mainstay, the captain of the national team, of course, and also of Kaya, anchoring that formidable back line alongside the likes of Julieza, De Los Reyes, Maya Alcantara, of course. Looks like we're going to the Best Midfielder Award. We have 5 awards here. After this is the Most Valuable Player. Down to the 4th award of the post-tournament already. Katrina Witherell is your best midfielder, and rightfully so. Just the amount of chances that she creates for Stallion, and of course the connection as well from the back to the players, the attackers, the forwards, and the wingers. Witherell, usually yung connection between her and itong sina O'Brien, sina Chandler McDaniel, and even of course Jamia Fields. Looks like we have one last award left. Well, there's a photo opportunity now for our 4 awardees. Individual honors here. Julissa Cisneros from Kaya, the top goal scorer. Hailey Long, the best defender. The best midfielder is Katrina Witherell. The best goalkeeper is Liv McDaniel. So tig-dalawa sila, Stallion and Kaya. And you're still catching this live on the YouTube channel of the PFF, the Philippine Football Federation. We have about 600 concurrent live viewers. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. Of course, we'd like to support local football. And looks like we are going to award the third runners-up, the second runners-up, the third placers, the bronze medal winners. Marami kang pwedeng itawag sa pumangatlo, but they of course take home the bronze medals, and it's we already have an idea kung sino ito. This is for formality. Again, Beach Hut FC opting not to play anymore in the semifinals. That leaves us with Manila Digger FC, still part of the podium for this edition. They were the runners-up of the PFF Women's League, and right now, second runners-up, pangatlo, falling just short here. And maski ang Manila Digger, they really found a way to fortify their roster. Winley Quesada, isa sa mga pangalan na kinuha ng Manila Digger for this tournament. Now look at some of the players here. Siyempre, sinong makakalimot kay Connie Calles, that terrific bicycle kick conversion. Ginulat tayong lahat in the semifinals. Sayang lang at kinapos ang Manila Digger, of course, 2-1. Kaya taking that. Manila Digger FC, one of the few clubs in the local football scene na merong men's and women's programs. And that's something that perhaps they want to inspire the other clubs to do. And yun naman ang gusto natin, to raise the competition level and perhaps expand the tournaments as well. Give more opportunities to some of the promising local talents here. Moving on to the first runners-up, the second placers, the silver medals for the PFF Women's Cup 2024. Kaya FC Iloilo. Without question, the powerhouse, of course, in the local football scene. They fall short here to a worthy opponent. Still the defending league winners. Kaya, of course, bannered by some of their mainstays, Hailey Long, Sheila Kadag, Bebe Lemoran, Maya Alcantara, Ina Palacios, Camille Rodriguez, Sara Castañeda, Anika Castañeda, of course, still recuperating from an injury, but still signed. And to think that Kaya played the entire tournament without some of their key players from Far Eastern universities, sina Inday Tolentin, Junela Albino, na nanonood rin sa ating live broadcast. Coach Let Dimzon, of course, has a professional pathway for those players right after they finish their collegiate careers. Si Natalie Absolon na part na ng Kaya. And goes without saying, still, you know, a good future for Kaya as they try to compete in the next tournaments. Wasn't their evening from the start. If you joined us from the very start of the contest, of course, Chandler McDaniel, ginulat lang talaga tayong lahat right from the second, the third minute. And just like that, Stallion just really set the tone for that match. Medyo kita natin how tentative, how rattled Kaya was. Perhaps you can argue a bit uncharacteristic of an opponent like them, of a team of their quality, of their caliber. But definitely the players here and their personnel, of course, led by Mr. Paul Talentino, also here in attendance. Marami pang pahihirapan ito in the future. This is just one tournament, of course. Kaya. And there you have it, the first runners-up, silver medal. And that leaves us with just one more team recognition to hand out in just a short while. Kaya, of course, finishing with 4 wins in the elimination round. They lost to Stallion. They ended up number 2. They defeated Manila Digger in the semifinals. Ito yung nangyari dyan. This was a couple of days ago. Julissa Cisneros. And this was also goal number 11 for Cisneros. And then Hailey Long on the follow-up. Sara Castañeda having a key role in that one. It looks like before we formally recognize Stallion, there is the Most Valuable Player Award. And mabalik lang tayo doon sa 2022 PFF Women's Cup. Si Inday Tolentin ng FEU ang nanalo. Well, syempre, walang UAAP team sa Cup this time around. And the Most Valuable Player is Chandler McDaniel. Chandler Blue, of course, providing the lone goal in the championship match. She once had a 5-goal tally. Chandler McDaniel will definitely be of help, not just sa kanyang koponan, Stallion, but also the national team. Definitely an option doon sa unahan along with the likes of Sarina Bolden. And without further ado, that leaves us with this final distinction. And as you see, the caption, the label already being put up here. For the first time in club history, Stallion Laguna FC, of course, was established in 2002. Had a good partnership with the city of Binyan, an ongoing partnership which allows them to host their home matches, their home games, and their training doon sa Binyan Football Stadium, and step forward in the right direction, deciding to form a women's club. And for the first time, that women's club is able to take home the title. Chandler McDaniel in the 3rd minute. A fantastic way to start. And here they are. Pasadaan lang natin yung buong lineup ng Stallion isa-isa. You have, of course, Liv McDaniel, Jamia Fields, Sophia Harrison, Kayla McDaniel, Natasha Alquiros, Chandler McDaniel, Yanzi Yalong, Bella Pasion, Hailey Boster, Jordan O'Brien, Katrina Witherell. The substitutes, you have Samantha Hughes, Rachel Sanchez, Arancha Del Mundo, Jessica Miklat, Sofia Oronce, Val Polido, Pao San Benaventura, and Pauline Lorque. You also have, of course, Sabnieras and Pinlac as well. And there you have it, Queens. We are the champions. The song of choice, fittingly, for the squad. It's hard to imagine with how they defeated Kaya back-to-back in this cup. That once Stallion was dead last in the PFF Women's Cup 2022, dead last once more in the PFF Women's League 2023, back-to-back winless campaigns. But like it says in a song, they started from the bottom and now they're here at the very top of the PFF Women's Cup 2024. They complete the turnaround, the Cinderella story. And all that's left to do is to celebrate this. For Coach Ernie Nieras, for Mr. Clint McDaniel, even Mr. Jefferson Cheng, just everyone who had involvement here. And this wasn't an overnight process. The seeds to this, you can argue, planted from about maybe a decade ago. And finally, reaping the benefits of that, Stallion Laguna FC and their women's club. Well, all three finishers here, clubs that have both men's and women's teams. Just showing the blueprint here for everyone else who wants, a part in club football here in the local scene. Stallion Laguna FC on your screens. The first major silverware since 2013, men or women. 11 years in the making. And we have the president of the PFF, Mr. John Anthony Gutierrez, to officially present the trophy to them. And it's with the MVP, Chandler Blue McDaniel. And it has officially begun here, the celebration for Stallion Laguna FC. We'll leave you with the celebration and the highlights here. Pero maraming salamat po sa pagtutok sa inyong PFF Women's Cup 2024, brought to you by Coca-Cola Philippines from the very start. It is over. The turnaround is complete. The feudal days are over. Stallion Laguna FC are your PFF Women's Cup champions. They complete the Cinderella turnaround. Like it says in a popular song, they finished at the bottom in back-to-back tournaments, but now they are at the top. And so on behalf of everyone here at the PFF Women's Cup, ako po inyong lingkod, Levi Verora, saying wherever you are, wherever you're from, you are seeing the rise of the new queens. Mabuhay Pilipinas, we'll see you at the games.